Right, today I'm going to show you. So this is a associated thrust washer which has been used on the one side. I'm going to show you how I rub them down flat, and then so this is 400 sandpaper, 400. So you get a bit of oil. I've already put some on. I've already done these a little bit, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that. It's already been rubbed down a little bit. So stick it in the oil. Now this is a 5.5 MIP driver, and then you've got to use the oil. So I mean, you can not use the oil, but I've found the oil makes things a lot better. And then don't put too much pressure on, because the washer just flies away. So you've just got to take your time and keep it in the oil. Keep it in the oil because the oil lets it move. That's the job of the oil, it's the lubrication. And then let the sandpaper do its job. And then after, you can polish it by hand, but it's better with a Dremel. See how it popped off? So if you put too much pressure, it pops off. So that's why the oil allows it to move, so it doesn't keep flying off. If you keep going and going and going, eventually you'll get down to, see, too much pressure. And then, anyway, we'll have a quick look at it now. So, we're getting there. Just a teeny bit more. I've tried a few ways of doing this, but I find using the oil and 400 and then repolish, because the actual washer is just under 1 mil from just under 1 mil from new. It's 0.95. So we're going to take off about 200 to 300 thou, just to bring that flatness back. But don't put too much pressure on, because it's just going to keep flying off. So, I mean, you can do figure of eights or whatever you want, but as long as you keep light pressure on, you're going to get it down to where you want it to be. It just takes a little bit of time. That's why I started it, because I knew it was going to take a while. Because they're made up, I believe, of bearing steel. See, if you go where there's no oil, you're it starts grabbing too much. So you got to stay in the oil. We'll give it another minute and then we'll have a look at it, because it'll be close. Like I say, you can do figure of eights or whatever you want. As long as you keep those light pressure on, you're gonna keep it flat. Right, we'll have a look at that now. Yeah, it's not quite done, but yeah, it's getting there. If you can see that. It's getting there. You can only do this process once, because Associated did update these a few years back because they were thin. So it's gonna, I didn't want this video very long, but anyway, it is what it is. But like I say, the oil makes this process. See, popped off. If you don't use the oil, then it's just going to keep popping off and popping off and popping off. As soon as it grips too much, it pops off. So you got to use the oil. Normally I polish them outside because I put a bit of Autosol on it and then do it with a Dremel, but it's a bit messy that way because I'm inside the house at the moment, so didn't expect this to take so long. The other side of the wash is fine, it's new, but like I say, you can only do this once on one side only, that's it. And then when you've used both sides, they're done, it's done. So you can only renew one side. You can't renew both sides because the wash is just, it's going to be way too thin. And I mean, I only use these for practice anyway. We're not going to rock up to a major event with we just put a new set in, so. Right, hopefully that's going to be close now.
How about Innocent?
So,
How about coating Innocent?
yeah, it's nearly there.
Coating with Innocent.
It's nearly there.
Okay, because I don't trust.
So if you use that other side, you can't do this process because there's not enough on the washer to do this. You can only do it on one side. You know, really, it's because they're only 0.95, so they're just under a mil. It just needs a teeny bit more. That's it. But you can just polish them up with some Autosol by hand, but you're better off with a Dremel outside, and then hold it with some pliers and then polish the one side. You need to get a polishing mop on your Dremel, like a rag one. You need to get a rag one. They're very cheap on somewhere like AliExpress or something like that. And then hold it, and then put some Autosol on and polish it up, and they come up almost like brand new. I'll just give it another minute. I should have took more off. This video wouldn't have been so long. A little bit more, I reckon, will be there. You could go down to 800 with the oil. Like after the 400, you could go down to 800, but I find if you just 400 and some polish, right, let's check that out now. Like I say, they're all right. Yeah, there is a very, that's just about, and if you can see that, it's just about right.
I think
Let me just get some. I've got some more. I've had this for donkey's years, but I really need to buy a new one. But you can just polish them like this, but you're better off in the Dremel. Like I say, you could get down to 800 or 1,000 with some oil, and then get a slightly better finish, but it's very time consuming, so I just spend about 10 minutes on it, and then that's about it. 10 or 15 minutes on it. That way you can get slightly more use out of it. Just getting the access. Let's have a look. Just getting the rest of the Autosol off. So that's the used side now. So really the Dremel brings it back up close to new, but like I say, what I normally do outside is hold it like that and then buff it up with a Dremel. You just got to buff it up a bit. But yeah, that's
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Remember, you can't
it's
do that.
difficult to sell. So that's the used side. So they'll be a lot smoother than how it was before. But you can't do anything else with that because there'll be nothing left of the washer. So anyway, that's how I renew one side of the washer.